are live. Good morning. See, this is what happens when you walk your kid to school. Your hair looked fine when you did it, but then you put on a hat because it's cold. It is cold and it is frozen, and it was such a beautiful wonderland this morning. Good morning. My name is Sasha with Ray of Hope Reiki and more. I sell crystals. I do intuitive readings. Yesterday was a crazy busy day. I did not get much done. I had my nail appointment, which these turned out so stinking cute. I want to do this again in more colors. Like, can I just keep the same design and just do like purple and green next time? And I don't know. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Anyways, intuitive psychic readings. I am opening up my list for next month, and they're gonna be more like generalized readings for relationships, and it's whatever relationship comes across. I am not able to direct readings to something completely specific to what you guys want. Like, you may tell me I want to work on my relationship with my spouse, and I may start doing the reading, and it may be something completely different. It may be a relationship with yourself. It may be a relationship with a kid. It may be a relationship or like a friendship. It's whatever relationship your spirit team thinks needs the most help at the time, the most healing at the time. So I would love to be somebody who could direct stuff to be more specific, but that's not how my gift works. The fog is gorgeous. I already recorded some videos, one of the divine masculine tree we have in the backyard and one of the divine feminine tree, and I think that it encapsulates the energy, the ancestral energy from feminine and masculine. And like, I guarantee, even if you're just in your first, like in your spirituality, you're not that deep into it yet, you will be able to tell the difference between the energy of the trees. I think it's Troy's turn, not mine. But Troy, what do you say? I have, they're not on here. I have like a spaghetti tortellini that we could do for dinner. Matt, I don't know that he's watching, but I have ground beef pulled out. I bought some spaghetti sauce. I got some tortellini, and I can give you guys the TikTok reel or video to make the spaghetti tortellini. We're gonna be busy, and you guys would have to make it. So you just have to like you just have to cook the meat. It'll be really easy. Cook the meat, cook the noodles, and then you put the noodles in the pan, and then you cover it with the meat and the sauce, and then you slice the mozzarella, and you put it on top of that, and then you put it in the oven and cook it for a little bit, and then broil the top with the mozzarella. We could do that. I don't know what you guys are saying. I can't see it. Matt, get your butt in here. Anyways, what am I thinking? What was I talking about? I was talking about readings. Oh, no, I don't remember. I've got a lot of energy. Oh, the ancestral energy. So like with the trees, I think you'll be able to tell the difference between the masculine and the feminine tree. So I'll post those. It's super beautiful. I know a lot of people are getting headaches right now. And it's pretty normal because the veil is very, very, very thin right now. Every time I wake up and I see the fog, I'm like, oh wow, there's lots of spirits out today. And it's a beautiful day, and it's really enchanting, but at the same time, you just feel so much pressure from all the spirits that are out amongst us. Like, the veil's super thin, and you can pick up on it. And that's why nobody's sleeping and everybody's having like headaches and stuff. At least around my area. I don't know about distance wise, but that's what it feels like. We do have a sound bath tonight that is the sound bath with the drums. So Crystal will be playing the sound bowls, the crystal bowls, and sound healing is all about the energy of the the frequency of the sound helps clear energy in the body. And then I'll be playing the drum. I don't have my drumstick down here. And the ancestral energy is crazy today. I just redid my ancestral altar. And for February, the llama is or the alpaca. The llama is the spirit animal for the month. I'll send out newsletters, so if I don't have your email, message me your email. But it's all about, llamas are all about like bringing intensive ancestral energy, and one of the ways you can honor that connection with the llama and the ancestors is to get carnations or like peanut candies or whatnot. So I did put carnations on my ancestral altar. I don't have an ancestral altar, you say? Yes, you do. Don't you have pictures of your great-grandma or grandma and grandpas that are passed away, or somebody that you love that's passed away? That's an altar that you could put the carnations on, so when you go to the store. And don't tell me you can't, because even Walmart has carnations, because that's where I got mine when I went grocery shopping. But I'll be playing the drum with the sound bowls. So last time I had a really hard time playing the drum, and I have 3 of these. I'm really feeling the wolf energy, and I'm almost feeling like maybe I might be feeling, I have another one over there, and it's the deer, so I might pull that one out too. But I get overwhelmed with the ancestral energy when I'm playing the drums, so I have to try to remember not to outplay my partner who's playing the sound bowls, but I get overcome. It's just such a beautiful experience. And I did try to get some pads. I don't know if you guys saw my story, but I tried to get some foam pads for the floor. I'm returning those. I'm gonna get new ones. It was like a joke in my stories, because the foam pads you're supposed to leave out for 24 hours. They show it so fluffy and it's like this thick, and it'll be so nice laying on that floor. And they are literally like scrunched, dehydrated foam pads, and they've got like hard points in them from being rolled up. They have not inflated at all. It's been like 36 hours now or something, and they look dead. They are dead. And so that's not gonna work. So I wanted to have those for the sound bath this today, and if they had inflated it would have worked, but it's not gonna work, so I'm going to have to return those and get different foam pads. I think the next foam pads were like $5 to $10 more, and they did include like a pillow. I don't know, it's hard because we are making more money, but then I'm putting it all back into the sound bath. So I really wanted those foam pads to work, but they didn't. So sorry. Bring your yoga mats and your pillows and your blankies so you can be comfortable, and I will work on that. But I did get a new heater, and Troy's gonna put that on in for the day. Anyways, I didn't have time yesterday to come live for the spiritual message. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? So I'm gonna do today's spiritual message and yesterday's. I went and got my nails done. It takes forever because we don't shut up. It's a good self-care. And then I went and picked up my kids, because that's how long it takes. Like right when I get out, I have like 30 minutes or so, and then I get my kids. And then I went to the grocery store, and I had to replenish my food storage because my food storage was expired from moving. Like, I moved all the stuff, reorganized it, and then all my cans were expired, like my beans and my tomato sauces and stuff, so I got rid of those and had to restock all of that stuff, plus plan some dinners. So that took me like an hour and a half with a cutler. It might have taken me less had I not taken cutler. And then I came home, was able to unload and put everything away, and then I had to go register cutler for wrestling. So yesterday I got no work done. But today is a new day. Let's get started with our spiritual message for yesterday and today. Is tomorrow the 1st or it's the 31st? I guess I can look on here. Oh, tomorrow's the 31st, last day, and then you guys will get your newsletter. So I still have 2 days. I have today and tomorrow to finish it up. Okay. The 29th spiritual message for yesterday was, the world will always fall back into place. There will be days that set your soul on fire with triumph. There will be moments of such divine goodness that you dance in the streets in praise. Honor these times for genuine magic that they are. With your heart wide open, graciously accept these moments. But know that some days will be different. Do not judge yourself for the quiet times, the less confident days, and the sometimes somber nights. Those times too are necessary in an often too loud world. Cry when you need to, laugh when you are called to, and dance when you want to. Feel whatever you are compelled to, and trust that the world will always fall back into place. So I love that spiritual message. The world will always fall back into place. I don't know if you guys like living a positive life. It all seems like it comes back to gratitude, living in the moment, not worrying about what's going on, and just living in the moment. Feeling your emotions, honoring your emotions, but not getting stuck in your emotions, because you know tomorrow can be a better day. And I will get through this because I've gotten through many things. Or if something silly and fun happens, being spontaneous and silly and not worrying about what other people think. If you've accomplished something that you're super proud of yourself for, sharing that and not worrying that other people are judging you. She's always sharing stuff. She's always talking about her accomplishments. She's always so proud. I don't care. If that person's thinking that about you, they got issues. They need to heal themselves. Or if you want to post about all of your sad times and people get sick and tired that you're going through a rough time, who cares? They can get off your page. If you need to post and get that stuff out, get that stuff out. Miss Danielle's working on our Google Docs. I see you, girl. Laugh when you need to laugh, cry when you need to cry. Those are ways of healing your body, like crying, allowing yourself to have those tears. I push that off, and I'm sure you guys do as moms too, and as busy people. There's like times where I want to cry, and then I'm like, I can't cry because I don't want to be vulnerable right now in this time. Like, I don't want my kids to see my cry. I don't want, but that's not fair to ourselves. If there's an energy release that needs to happen in that moment, honor those feelings and allow yourself to cry when you need to cry. Laugh when you want to laugh. Try to laugh at yourself more when you do something awkward or silly. That's something that's coming up as next month. Hey girl, hey, listening and working. That's something that's in the newsletter for for February, is like the llama is kind of like awkward. And so when you have those awkward moments, or you kind of feel like, eek, like I just did that and that's kind of, ooh, I don't know, like just laugh at yourself and live in the moment and just like not care. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Let it go and just have fun with it. Good morning, Jessica. I believe it was your box that I mailed out yesterday, but I haven't had time to tell you that I mailed it out or to give you tracking. But I did mail it out yesterday. I was supposed to mail it out Monday, but I didn't sleep over the weekend because Connor's autism is autisming. And then, therefore, my autism is autisming more. And then we've got the ADHDers, the Troy and Cutlers, that are like coping. In like, we're a mess over here. Okay. Today's spiritual message, this is today's spiritual message. Dare to be powerful. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then I become less and less important. Then it becomes less and less important whether I'm afraid. The more we step into our power and not care about what other people think, and not care whether we may fail. Like, we let those feelings go and we step into our power and do the things that we know we want to be doing, the more we find ourselves and the less the fear matters. So remembering fear is a liar. A lot of the times the stuff that you are afraid of has a spiritual significance. Like when people tell me that they're afraid of snakes, it tells me that you're afraid of opening yourself up completely to your spirituality and like finding what fits you in religion and faith and what fits in opening up your spiritual gifts and not believing in that everything is like has to be proven. So, and then like, or if you're afraid of spiders, it could be that you're super afraid of asking for help and delegating help, and that you've got a lot of magic to share with the world, but you're afraid of the judgment of others. So a lot of the times the stuff that we're scared of or that we're afraid of is stuff that we need to embrace and work on and work towards in letting go of the fear and actually seeing who we are or being who we want to be. I was very nervous starting this business, and it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years, and I have been through some really good times, but I have been through some lows. Like, we live in a very religious area, and the church that we were involved with looks down on what I do, and even if I can show them in the doctrine and in the books that they are supposed to read that what I do is okay with proof, it doesn't matter because they lead with fear in the stuff that they can't understand. So we've lost a lot of Troy's family and a lot of that church aspect in our life. It just doesn't work. It doesn't fit in anymore because we are judged and persecuted for what we believe in now. Even though it should have just been added on to what we were doing. So we've lost a lot of people that way. I did used to have like a friend that I worked very closely with in like building her business and my business and uplifting each other, and then not understanding that people will people get jealous of your success and then they try to sabotage your success and will go as far as to try to harm your family unit and your children. So I've learned a lot that way. So there has been a lot of scary moments, but knowing that like I pushed through that and still worked my business and didn't give up on my business, even though like people in my area think I'm weird and strange and the religious aspect has to fall away because I'm persecuted for what I do. Having people try to kill my business because of the jealousy is crazy. So there's been a lot of fear that has happened in continuing my business. So there's a lot of times where I've been like, do I really want to do this? But I've been so encouraged and validated by looking for the things to be grateful for and by like everybody's validation. Like everybody that I see, they'll tell me, you really helped me when my husband passed away. I don't know how I would have gotten through that. Like that's one of the things I always look back. One of the first ladies that came and saw me was like, one of the first things she said is like, I haven't been able to sleep since my husband passed away. And then she was like, I got the best night's sleep I've ever had after I did an energy healing session with her. Or like, oh my gosh, you helped save my dog. Or my kid is doing so much better with their depression. Or you gave me this spiritual advice and it really helped me get through this. And like just the validation, the positive that pushes through all of that fear that I have with I'm not good enough, self-doubt, like, it has been so worth it to see the beauty in all of the new friends and family that I've met through this experience. And if I had let fear win, and if I had let myself give up because things got hard at times, like, I wouldn't have this beautiful business. I wouldn't have these sisters that I now have, Crystal and Danielle. And that has been one of the most rewarding things I've ever had. Like, ever. Because I don't have that family. And then I was rejected by Troy's family. So that lesson of like not being good enough and fear could have been so easy for me to give up. But pushing through that fear has led me to the most amazing blessings. So do not hold yourself back for fear. Because when fear gets you the worst, that's when you know the blessings are really, really there. Like, they are on the verge of like happening. So don't let fear get in the way of your dreams. Push through and do your dreams. Don't feel like you're not good enough or that you're not worthy enough. You are all of the things. You are all of the things. Oh, the spiritual message. Dare to be powerful. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then I become less and less important. Then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. And then yesterday, the world will always fall back into place. So if you're going through hard times, know that doesn't last forever. And each time that we are going through hard times, if we think about the past and all of the things that you have overcome, like, things got better after the trial, did they not? Like, you were able to overcome, you were able to find the beauty in life again. So even if you're going through hard times, know that it's going to get better. Living a life that is authentic to you, it is. And like, it's hard too when like friends and family and religious groups like distance themselves from you because of their own fear, and like you just want to prove. That was the hardest part, because I could prove in your Book of Mormon, I could prove in your Bibles, I could prove the things that I was doing was in there. Like, if you read the Bible, they're meditating, they're laying hands, they're praying, they're like calling on things, they have altars, they work with their ancestors. Like, I could prove all of the things, and I would get all the things out. And I even started a book, and I was so motivated with the book. I was starting the book, and then I was like going through the Book of Mormon. I was going like through chapter, and I was breaking it down, and I was showing them, you look at this, and then you see how this relates to energy healing, and this relates to working with your ancestors, and this relates to doing this, and this relates to doing that. And like, eventually I was like, enough. Like, I don't have to prove anything, and you cannot get people to see what they are afraid of. Like, even though I could break it down, and even though I could show them, and then even though I could like tell you to your face, and you'd be like, oh, that does make sense. As soon as you left my house, you're back into that community where it's like, no, it's bad, it's bad, she's bad. Like, and so then I'm bad again. But like, I was like, I have to let this go, because you cannot accept what you're afraid of. And I cannot remove that fear for you. You have to remove that fear for yourself. You have to. I can't do it for you. And so I don't need to, that's another thing. You don't need to prove yourself to other people. The people that need my help and that need to find me, they will find me. The people that aren't ready, I feel sad. And I hope that one day they'll be ready to experience life on a higher level, and that they'll be able to let go of the fear and be open to more things that are possible, and that they don't have to go through the trials of faith I had to go through to get here, and they don't have to go through the medical problems that I had to go through to get here. Like, it was a priesthood blessing that pushed me into this path. Like, it was a blessing that pushed me into this path that specifically said, you need to seek alternative medicine. You can't go through doctors. You need to seek alternative medicine. And at that moment, I was learning how to do energy healing. But I was scared because of the way the church talked about it and the way people thought about it. But a priesthood blessing told me that by the person who betrayed me the most, which was Troy's brother. So he gave me that blessing that led me onto this path that I am now on. It's so crazy. My whole, if you guys knew everything I've been through to get to this, like, it's crazy. Laying on the hands is energy work. I will tell you the same. Troy does energy healing, and he also did priesthood blessings and stuff like that. And he says, Sasha, it is the same exact energy I feel as that. We're just led to believe that women aren't allowed to do the laying on the hands. But it is the exact same energy that comes from whatever divine source you believe in. He says it feels the exact same. And that comes from somebody who held the priesthood. The more healed you get, the more you realize it's not your job to convince them otherwise or explain why. Exactly. That's why I was like, I have to let go of the book. I can't do this. I'm not, it's just hurting my heart. And then I'm like trying to put all my energy into explaining why I am good, when if you know me, and if you come to a session, and if you open yourself up to the things that we provide for people, we don't make a lot of money. We do not. We make enough to keep the business going, y'all. And we provide like this energy healing sessions. We provide the readings, 3-for-1 readings. We provide the sound baths, the tuning forks, the drums. Like, we provide all of these things, not because we're in it to make money, but because we want you guys to understand that healing is not just something you can get physically from a doctor. It's not like tangible. Like, you have to work on the entire body, mind, body, and soul. You have to bring it all together. You can take as much prescription medications as you want for your depression, but until you get to the root of the problem and figure out why you don't feel worthy enough, why you don't feel loved enough, until we can tap into that energy, pull that energy out, and work on like ourselves emotionally and spiritually, that physical problem cannot be healed. Like, it all needs to go together. I believe in, I was a nurse. I was a nurse. I would not have gone to this path if I wasn't put through the emotional and physical and spiritual problems that I've been put through in life. I was put through those things for the purpose of finally being able to open up to my gifts and understand that there are things that I cannot explain that will work, and that I can help more people now because of it. So it's crazy. I don't know where this went. This went a whole different direction. I'm just supposed to be doing a spiritual message for the 29th and 30th. What are we talking about here? Why did we get so deep? We got so deep. I did honor my emotions. I shed a little bit of some tears. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. So don't let fear hold you back, because if I did, I wouldn't be in this amazing position I am today. I wouldn't have the amazing people I have today. Call back your energy. Call back your power. Like, every day, sit down and say a little prayer. cut cords. I call back my energy. I call back my power from all persons, place, and things. My energy is my own and mine alone. Like that way you're not giving away your power. If you're somebody who is in relationships that are toxic for you, know that those energies are draining you and that you need to know your self-worth and you need to let those ties go. Those energy vampires will find new people to suck off of. It doesn't need to be you. They will be taken care of. You don't have to worry. They will find their people that are more on their vibration. So I love you guys anyways, and I hope you have a beautiful day. I'm going to clean up the house, do some dishes, and then I do have an energy healing session later that I'm going to do at 11. And then we do have a sound bath with the drums at 7 p.m. That's gonna be amazing. You're gonna have a lot of ancestral energy, so I think we do have a couple more spots for that, and I will be sending out the newsletter, so make sure I have your emails. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.